Anya Sethi and I'm a dentist by profession. About 8-10 years ago, I started experiencing a lot of pain along the right side of my leg, shooting pains going down my leg. So I've had the condition for about 8 or 10 years, like I said, and the doctors always advised me to do physiotherapy and exercises, swimming, yoga. I've tried acupuncture, and it was stable. I have to say, I wasn't pain free. Though I was stable to about 80%, but I would have episodes where I was in so much pain, or I had muscle spasms to an extent that I couldn't get out from bed, and which would last about a week or so. It had reached a stage where pain had become a normal part of my life, and I was living with it because no one was giving me a cure for it, and no one was suggesting surgery, no one was suggesting a definite plan for it. I definitely was uncomfortable, but that's how life was. Till what happened last year, say about 6-7 months back, is I suddenly started experiencing shooting pains on the left side, and they were very severe. I had muscle cramps and shooting pain, and my body had started tilting to the left side, and I couldn't get up from the bed. I couldn't do my daily movements. I was only pushing myself to do it, but I knew this wasn't going to go a long way. I visited Dr. Pote, and he immediately understood my condition. I had told him that I haven't been sleeping. I had only been sleeping 3 hours every night because I was wincing in pain. It was just terrible. So he actually won my trust by giving me a nerve block, and I remember coming back to him and saying I slept like a baby, which I actually did. I had not slept that much in a few months. That's when he suggested surgery. He explained me the pros and cons. He showed me models where he explained me what the procedure was, why it should be done at this age, and of course, though surgery was due for a long time, I think, but the word surgery obviously sounds a little traumatic. Uh, it was for me initially, but I could do anything to get rid of that pain, and I was convinced pretty easily, but it was very hard to convince my family. When I told my dad for the first time, he just said no. It took me almost a month of perseverance to convince him, to tell him that I really cannot live like this anymore. And Dr. Pote obviously supported me in that. So the surgery went off smoothly. He promised me that I'd be up and about the same day. He said I could walk the same day, which he did, which I did. And he said I would start living a more normal life after a month. And today is a little more than a month, and I'm almost normal, I have to say. I have absolutely no pain along my left leg. I had numbness, tingling, which has just vanished. I have even forgotten I had that sensation and those bad days and bad nights. Yes, that if surgery is advised, and if the doctor really thinks you need surgery, understand it, read about it. Me as a dentist, I knew somewhat what he was talking about. I could relate to it a little better. But you can always, go online, read about it, and you'll understand that it's not, so the word surgery is not as scary as it actually sounds. I know I just have a scar of about an inch on my back, and that's all that is remaining now, and I'm sure we can deal with that. Dr. Pote again, and his staff, my physiotherapist Tariq, Shweta and Nikita, and I can't wait to live a pain-free life without numbness, without tingling, without muscle cramps, and just carefree.